Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. And if you know me by now, you know that I am going to throw up a smoke screen between myself and this phone, which is a portal. Yeah. We do all spiritual protection over here. And I would like to say thank you for showing up if anyone's here. Um, you literally are showing up for yourself. Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about because we just went through a lot of celestial body movement. We just went through what is considered uh, the festive season, which is a lot of man made calendar dates and holidays. Um, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Before we do that, I am going to raise the vibration of the room and call in my higher spirit guides to help me deliver this message where it will come to you, where you'll be able to understand where it's coming from and how those rituals that we do every year that we call the holidays are lowering our vibration. And I know people probably gonna want to come for me and say, hey, it's time to spend with my family, but I'm finna. I would like for us to be able to raise ourselves out of the illusion of it's time with our families. Because, truth be told, we are supposed to spend time with our families on a regular basis. We are supposed to, if not blood family, form your own tribe and family. And those people are supposed to take the dates that are special to them, things that they have created out of the light, things that they have created that would be an awakening or some type of learning, or some type of healing for the community and possibly for the globe. Yeah. So I was kind of reluctant for the last few years to say Happy New Year to anybody around the first of the year. When people say Happy New Year to me, because I know that it's really not the new year, it's not the start of the new year, it just won't really come out anymore. Because once you know better, we are supposed to try hard to do better. And I just kind of always have felt in my soul that the new year does not start in the middle of a season. Cosmically, the universe doesn't work like that. Um, the Creator creates cycles and seasons for a reason. And we go through 9-year cycles and then we start again. So, everything that we have been taught has not been good for humanity because everybody has a herd mentality. Everybody has been programmed. Nobody sits in silence and listens. Okay? You gotta listen. And your body and your higher self and all of the spirits that are around us and the earth, the wind, the water, the sun, all of that stuff will communicate with you. And you can literally feel when something's not right. You just don't know what you have been feeling. And I am here to try to help you recognize that you know within your DNA coding that it is not the beginning of the year. If you just think reasonably for a few minutes, okay? And that's what this channel is all about. I'm going to let you use some reason. I'm going to give you some enlightenment, but then you don't have to believe me. Go and check out things for yourself. Just give things a chance over here. And there's codes that the reason I hit that drum, the reason I do the things that I do is to enlighten and awaken you. Your soul has the blueprint of the galaxies, of the cosmos, of the universe, of the sun, the stars, the moon, the water, the wind. We got all that in us, but it's been asleep. It is asleep. It is short circuited and downtrodden and programmed out of us to be at our greatness. So you can follow man's calendar, okay? You don't have enough in you still alive and awakened enough to be like, yeah, how is it a new year when we still in the middle of a season? We are in the dead season, as a matter of fact. Okay, let me tell you how deep this goes. Celebrating the new year in the dead season kind of sets you up to keep calling on the dead season. And that could mean literally and figuratively. That means it could be your health, your finances, your family, your whatever. You calling it in by the way you live your life because you are celebrating your new beginning in the middle of the dead season. It is time for everything to rest. So you celebrating on their dates that they created for you, and those dates are cosmically aligned. They know what they doing. The average person in the United States, at least, I don't know about around the globe, but in the United States, the average person can't fathom what I'm saying. Let me take a drink. Um, I don't know where I left off, but I am just going to start by saying I hope everybody is getting out and getting some sun and getting grounded because it is what's going to heal us and bring us back online. So make sure you are partaking in some type of natural cure, natural remedy. I am drinking a fresh pineapple and ginger tonic that I made. Um, I am going to drink some bone broth after I get done with this. I am going to eat some garlic and some ginger and yeah. Oh, and drink the bone broth, okay? Um During the wintertime, all year it's great to take it. But I just wanted to put you up on that because as the earth evolves faster, rotates faster, the vibration of the planet, the frequencies are getting higher and higher. It is going to take a different wellness plan to keep your frequency up so you'll ascend along with the planet versus just dying off. Lackluster, not having any life, just kind of stuck in the matrix, just moving along to get along. So I would advise you to try to get as much fresh juices in you as you can instead of so many foods. Try to do some fasting. That's so many, you know, that's what I mean by when I say so, not so many foods. Trying to do fresh juices and herbs and vegetable juices, not just fruit. Um, Trying to get you some lean meat and lots of eggs if you can, if you're a meat eater, to try to get your protein up, to try to build your muscle. And make sure you get out into the sun because the only real vitamin D that you're going to get is from the sun. The supplements don't carry enough in vitamin D in them to sustain your wellness. So you really have to get out into the sun to fight cancers and other diseases and to cleanse the organs, the body, the tissue, and the mind. and also do some lymph draining. You have to drain your lymph nodes to circulate your lymphatic system, and that is your system where your life force energy flows. If that is clogged up or congested, if you've never been taught to move your life force energy around, it will get stuck and congested, and you can be lackluster, have no life in you. Just kind of, like I said, get along to get along. Okay. So anyway, let's go back to the seasons. That's the reason. January the 1st is not the new year. It is just January the 1st. Okay. It is the middle of the winter. February is getting at the end of the season. Okay. Because March starts the new season, the spring, the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year is when everything wakes up. Spirit gives the call of resurrection for everything to come to life again, to serve the planet. Right now, we're in the resting period. We are in the darkest time of the year. Okay, the darkest, the coldest, the slowest, the most dormant. You are supposed to be resting and healing. Okay, so that's why I told you to partake in your natural remedies, your herbs, spices. Um, the new year, once again, can only come when the Creator says things are supposed to wake up and come to life. That is the new year. By putting you on a fake calendar, man-made calendar, that man-made calendar was made for man to take advantage of the human beings on the planet, okay? To rob them of their time, their free will, okay? To keep you in bondage. And by celebrating those rituals every year that they put on the calendar for you to celebrate and to help them manifest what they need and what they want, you doing a damn thing for them. You are backing their dates with your energy, with your consciousness, with your finances, because it's about your finances. Mostly everything that is being done to you on the calendar or ceremonial rituals that are being done against your health, your finances, your wealth, your spiritual inheritance. All of that stuff is being pulled away from you. You don't get to use your own time. That's your God gave that to you. And we are letting it get robbed from us. We are using our energy, our time, our finances for their agenda, okay? Because once again, I'm going to keep saying it, the beginning of a new year can't start in the middle of the dead season. The only thing you can conjure in the middle of the dead season is more death. Death to your wealth, depth to your health, depth to whatever you are trying to bring to life. It might take a while. Everybody's not going to stop. Everybody's not going to believe it. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. But this is for the people who can snap out of it in a matter of time. I'm not saying stop celebrating today, tomorrow. Hey, I'm saying I live like every day is Christmas. I give all year round. Okay? And I'm sure a lot of you do too. I'm sure of it. I know it. It's just in us. Okay? So we don't have to sit up and get upset when people try to enlighten you about, hey, it's not the new year, because more and more people are going to be doing it because we need to acknowledge it. The truth needs to be set forth so we can lift the density, the darkness of the lies off the planet. It's got to go. All those that are willing to stay with the concept, hey, that's cool. You stay with the concept. But all those that are willing to look at it and think about it and be like, yeah, that just makes sense. Everything wake up in the spring. Everything come alive in the spring. God said that's the new year. That's the way he created it. Our ancestors knew it. They followed the sun, the moon, the stars, and all of the planets. It wasn't no, that was the calendar. That's the calendar. Not what man did for consumerism or whatever, and to steal your time from you, to put you on a clock, to keep you in chain. Hey, it's not the new year. So even if you gonna still celebrate it with your family and friends, the whole fact that you have been awakened to it and you think about it and you be like, oh yeah, that raises the vibration on the planet. Okay? The awareness is what we are trying to kick in, trying to wake up. I know it's still gonna be some people that, might go and hang out with they people. We supposed to be with who we want to be with, but just not on their days. And that's gonna be the hardest thing for y'all. Because I've been managing to do very well with it for the last few years. I have. Sometimes I show up and sometimes I don't, but I keep telling Spirit, I recognize that this ain't the thing to do. And I don't want to be stuck. I also have a New Year's celebration and a party in the spring, no, for the new year. And I invite people out and they don't even show up. Actually, I was inviting family out this year. I'm going to start inviting people in the organizations that I'm in. I show up for those people, so they'll show up for me. So yeah, anyway, just think about it. I love y'all. I want to get on here and tell you nothing wrong. So the dead season is death to whatever is going on in your life when you celebrate the new year in the dead season. So, and look at this trick, y'all. Right after, they get you to say, yay, it's the new year. We celebrating the death of whatever. Then they come in February with Mardi Gras. Let me take a drink on that. Ooh, that was good. Okay, let me tell y'all how slick these people are. Last year, when I looked up information about Mardi Gras, it said something about it was a party for the alphabet community or something about queer awareness or something. And I showed it to my son because years in the past, okay, um, let me tell you about this internet. Let me tell you about this beast right here, y'all. Years in the past, probably about 15 years ago or so, I looked up what Mardi Gras meant because I never used to celebrate it because I didn't really know what it meant, right? And I seen them with the pretty colors, the gold, the purple, the yellow, the green. Of course, I'm in love with the colors and I'm in love with partying, but I just never partaked in any of the festivities. And it didn't really behoove me to go to any of them because I didn't know what it meant. So I'll say it might have been 15, it might have been more than that, but I'm gonna say at least 15 years ago. I looked up what Mardi Gras meant, and back then, the internet said it was celebrating death. Okay, and it showed like all the different uh skulls and gestures and all of the different things, telling you about it's a celebration of death, right? And then when I started, looking up some of the parades and stuff, I used to be like, oh yeah, there go skulls, and oh yeah, there go people painted up like skulls, and oh yeah. So this was maybe about 15 years or more ago. That was literally what I learned Mardi Gras was about the celebration of death. But now when I look at on the internet, it says it's about something about the queer people. So I don't get, but hey, check this out. Since this has been almost 30 minutes, I am going to stop it right here before it cut off and get lost. So we'll finish this conversation in the next one. I love y'all. Be back.